All right, guys. So for this podcast episode, it's going to be short, sweet, and straight to the point. If you see me looking down, it's because I got my notes right here. So let's get into it. This is going to be on a purgatory state of mind. And life is a gamble. Life don't come without sacrifice. Everything you have right here, right now, up until this moment came with sacrifice. Whether if it was time, labor, work ethic, anything of that nature, it came with sacrifice. And so we have to understand that situations that come to us and we're dealt with, we have to understand how to deal with them. Okay? Case in point, there can be two people given the same situation of their car breaking down. One person can take accountability of it and the other person can play the victim. The person who plays the victim is going to say, oh, why is this happening to me? My life fucking sucks. They're going to maybe even go on Twitter or Facebook and type in their status, FML, my car broke down. And social media praises that, bro. Because first off, they created the abbreviation FML. And what that does to people now is it programs their subconscious thought to now think of in terms of victim. Versus the person who takes accountability is not going to let that resistance phase them. And this happens all the time in social media, in the media, everywhere, okay? And a lot of this has to do with the higher ups wanting you to remain in a lower state of mind and a lower self. Operating from animalistic tendencies in all aspects. Because this seeps now into all facets of your life. And the key here is self-enlightenment, is what I'm going to teach you. And we have to understand that there are different realms of thought, and there's going to be 9 dimensions total. The first one is going to be physical, emotional, creative, environmental, financial, occupational, intellectual, social, and spiritual. And as we tap into these certain realms of thought, you have the ability to master them. For instance, case in point, I want to be financially successful. First, I need to manifest that internally, then bring it into the physical plane by writing it down and performing the actions to be able to do that. But also remaining consistent, because that's what's going to get me there. And if you can do that for each one, you can then move your way up the pyramid of life by using your mind, okay? And the more you work on your mind, the more you're going to unlock. It's that simple. However, you're going to reach a purgatory state. And this may keep you stuck and decline, or you're going to blaze through it and progress and evolve. And when you reach this state of mind, you can't dwell into body highs. And what I mean by that is people often dwell on that body high. They want to do whatever makes their bodies feel good. What I mean is going to the club, smoking, drinking, watching Netflix while eating some ice cream. Like, I'm not saying eating ice cream is bad, but at the end of the day, it's a body high. You're doing whatever your body feels good to you, rather than stimulating your mind and continuing to progress. And nowadays, it's like the narrative praises that, because you got vaccines coming out, you got like these vaccine incentives that are, let's inject health in us, and now you'll get like a free donut, a free baseball game ticket, free this, free that. And it's because they want to keep you in a lower state of mind, So there's eventually going to be a chess piece you have to move in this realm. And it's either going to make you fall or evolve. There is no stagnant state in this universe. You're either progressing or you're declining. Case in point, if I go to the gym 5 days a week, my muscles are going to consistently and continue to grow and I'm going to get stronger. On contrary to that, if I don't go, if I just stop going, I'm going to decline. I'm going to get weaker. So there's no stagnant state, you know, there's no middle. You're either going to progress or you're going to decline, okay? And you have to understand that knowledge is power. The more you know about self-enlightenment, how to apply these situations at play in the different situations you're given in life, the more you're going to be able to continue to blaze your own trail. So if you give your brain to them, you're feeding them and not yourself. You don't want to do that, all right? And that's just the way of life, all right? It's a way of thought. So the biggest question is, when you leave this realm, where do you go, all right? And some may say heaven, others may say hell. Others may say they go into a cat or dog or some animal. No one really knows, but we're only here for a short period of time. And in that moment, you want to make the best of it, all right? Memento mori. We're all mortal and not immortal, all right? So I'm going to leave it at that. Study your laws of the universe, continue to apply them, and take whatever information I gave you in this video and run with it and continue to progress, all right?